First and foremost, really proud of our guys. Big time win to be able to come on the road in this type of environment against this team and this program. They've been one of the better teams in our league, and to gut out a win like we did. First and foremost, the way we started in the first half was outstanding. I thought our guys were really locked in on both sides of the basketball, and I thought we really did a great job of executing our game plan and how we wanted to attack. Our guys did an amazing job defensively in the first half. Everyone will talk about us scoring, which we did a really good job of that. But to hold that team to 23 points in the first half, 27% from the field was I think the thing that allowed our offense to be really good. And in the second half, again, we kept extending the lead and doing a good job. We knew they were going to make a run, but we were able to withstand the run. So really proud of our guys, big time win. Hopefully it's something we can continue to build on.
Jeff, you kind of mentioned there about withstanding the run. What did you guys do so well to avoid that run until late in the game? North Carolina usually thrives off the crowd and energy like that.
Yeah, well, we kept making plays. That was the main thing. We kept making plays, whether it was John's 4-point play. We got a little lucky there, but, guys driving and getting to the basket, whether it was JB or Femi or Will made a big time pull-up jump shot for us and gave us great minutes. Noah off of a ball screen, got it and finished. We made a great pass. I mean, those guys did an amazing job, and we were battling a little bit of foul trouble. And so I think that was the main thing. We just stayed together. The other thing is that they had, I think, 9 offensive rebounds in the first half. They finished with 11, and they got the last 2 in the last minute and a half of the game. So I thought that was a big thing. We did a really good job of keeping them off the glass.
Defensively, defensively going into this game, Carolina was making almost 40% of its threes. Baycott was a guy who, who's one of the front runners for ACC Player of the Year. They finished shooting 26% from 3. Baycott has 7 points. What, if anything, do you feel like y'all did defensively to aid your efforts in winning tonight?
Well, one of the biggest things with them, we wanted to keep them out of transition. So we were able to do a pretty good job there. And then we wanted to play post defense early. And then at times we were going to trap Baycott. We were going to run and trap him. And so that was the thing there. And I thought John did a really good job. The other thing that helps is getting them on the bench, getting them in foul trouble. He had to sit for extended periods of time. And so that's another really good way to defend a very good player, which he is. And then we wanted to have a sense of urgency from the 3-point line. We knew how well they were shooting it. 9.5 makes a game from out there in conference play. Almost 40%. I think it was 39.6 to be exact in conference play. And we really wanted to try to have a great effort in doing that. We wanted to switch on time. And we did a good job. We got fortunate at times. They missed some. But again, I just thought executing what we talked about, we did a really good job of it.
Jeff, in those 10 minutes late in the game, what did you see from your guys in the huddle during the timeouts?
Well, they believed.
How were they handling it?
Yep, they believed. Again, when we got the jump ball, which was their possession, and we caught the ball a little bit deep, and again, it was their possession, and we started doing a good job of breaking the press. Guys were being strong, and then we made big free throws. I mean, guys stepped up and made big free throws. We knew they were going to run and jump and trap the ball screen, and so we did a really good job of meeting the pass. As they tried to take other guys, we flashed. That last 4 minutes, we played it without having a timeout. And so our guys did a heck of a job of not turning the basketball over in those moments and making sure we got plays. And then down the stretch, we were able to get John back in the game and do a really good job there.
Jeff, it seemed like a lot, especially early in the game when you were playing the defense you were talking about. I think you guys caused at least 5 charging calls. What goes into that kind of defensive effort to consistently be in the right place and have those switches come at the right times?
Well, it's one of the things we've talked about. We tried to show on tape, the ability to take charges. In this game, we tried to play the percentages with Leaky Black. He's an outstanding player, but, he is in conference play. He was only averaging 3 field goal attempts a game. Less than 1 3, by far a game. And so we really tried to have that guy be the roam guy and play off of him. Our guys did a great job of executing that. We were over in the help side for the most part. And guys just made dirty work plays. And that's who we have to be. And again, we've done a pretty good job the past few games of doing that.
Jeff, what's the significance of 3 straight conference wins, especially with 2 of them on the road?
Well, again, for us, we're just trying to get better. And I've said this over and over. Our guys have done an amazing job of showing up every day, even when things were dire and not good. And we've tried not to listen to the outside noise. We've tried to concentrate on us and focus on us and the things that we can control. We've tried to take it day by day and game by game, not get too down, not get too up, but to concentrate and focus every day. And we've done a good job of that. Because we've done that, our guys have gotten better. And hopefully we can continue to get better. Hopefully we can continue to build on and have even more belief, in what it is we're doing and how we need to play in order to be good.
Jeff, you've talked about emotional maturity. We just talked about it the last game when, John and Femi lost the ball on that one possession. In this game, not only did you guys kind of keep on, not feel too much of the high in the first half, but then you responded to their waves in the second half. What do you think it says about so many of the younger guys on your team and how they're growing as individuals?
Yeah, well, we've gotten a lot of experience this year. We've had to play a lot of guys where this is their first time, whether it's their first time at this level, this time of year, their first time in some different environments. And again, you grow from those, even when you fail. Sometimes failure can be the best teacher. And again, we've grown. But the thing that I'm proud of is that we've just continued to show up. We've continued to show up. For the most part, we've had really good attitudes. And we've just tried to get better every game. And, we've done it. Hopefully we can continue to do it. We'll enjoy this tonight, and then we'll move on, tomorrow once we get back, and we'll start concentrating on Georgia Tech.
For a player like John, it seems like when he goes up against another good center, he kind of maybe elevates his game. He did it a little bit with Malik Williams and did it tonight with Baycott. What allows him to do that?
Well, he's talented. He's talented and he's competitive. And, when you're talented and you're competitive, then you thrive on playing against really good players. It's a measuring stick to see where you are. Baycott's one of the best big guys in the country. He's certainly one of the best big guys in our league. And I know John has so much respect for him, but I know he was really excited about the challenge of having an opportunity to play against him. And he did some really, really good things for us.
Jeff, what kind of growth, since that second Virginia Tech loss, what kind of growth have you seen from this team? Or has this kind of been something that you knew was within your guys this whole time?
Well, I thought that it was in reach for us, especially once we got Ithiel back and knowing that it was going to be, take them a little bit of time to get in rhythm. But, we were close to being whole. That's the main thing. The team that we felt we would have at the beginning of the year before we started playing games, we had to get adjusted to who we were. And it took a while when we were down. 2 really, really talented guys, 2 guys that in the backcourt that we thought would be 2 of our better players. But we continued to battle. We got experience. We stayed together, which is really huge. And as we've gotten close to whole, we're still not there. We won't be, but this is as whole as we'll be. We've gotten better because we've showed up and we've worked and we put in the time. And that's something hopefully we can continue to do.
Jeff, this is the second time in the last 3 games that Ithiel has hit 5 or more 3-pointers. What have you seen from him to get his rhythm back so quickly while he's been getting back to you guys?
Well, just, practice, repetition, extra work. Some of the stuff he does on his own, some of the stuff he does with us, and then just being aggressive. Being aggressive. Our guys understand. Look, like getting in rhythm is also our guys understanding how to play with him. It doesn't just happen. Like understanding like what a weapon he is for us, and that helps everyone. It helps Femi and JB on their penetration. It helps John inside. It helps Mo. And so just getting back into the rhythm of playing, but also playing with us and us with him. So all of those things. And again, he played 40 minutes tonight and he wasn't tired. And so that's another great sign for us. So, thank you guys.
John, what do you think was particularly, important or key for you tonight in the matchup against Baycott, especially defensively too, where he's held to 7 points. He's a guy who regularly finishes in double figures. What do you think allowed you to be so successful in that matchup tonight?
Knowing the matchup, I just have to play with more heart than him. Knowing he's one of the better, like the best bigs in this league, So I just wanted to showcase and show why, like, you feel me, I could be one of the best players, best bigs in this league. So it was just a hard thing I was playing with.
Do you feel like you showed that tonight as far as being one of the best bigs in the league?
Definitely, I just got to keep improving as a player, man. That's the only thing I can say for myself.
John, what went into the defensive performance tonight? You guys, I think, caused at least 5 charges, on UNC. It seemed like you guys' switches were on point and you held them in check for pretty much the whole first half until they went red hot late. What went into that defensive effort? And did you guys see this coming?
Like I said before, man, we play with heart and you just play together and stick together as a unit. We could be really good. Guys took on the challenges tonight. Guys wanted to take charges. Guys wanted to defend. So it was just great to watch, man, and great to play with.
John, it got pretty tense there late in the game. What was it like in the huddle at timeouts with you guys? Coach said you guys believe.
To stay poised. And just the biggest thing is just stay together and play together. And I feel like we did that for the whole 40 minutes of the game, and we came out with a win.
Why do you think you stayed poised?
Well, I don't know. Actually, we just stay together. We're a team. Brothers, we gotta stick together, through thick and thin.
John, I mean, given what we saw from this team tonight, Ithiel made all 5 of his threes. How much of an adjustment has it been to sort of reincorporate him into the team? And where does it feel like y'all are now with him? Like, how much more comfort is there and familiarity is there?
It's great having IT on the team, man. Just being an elite shooter, elite. He's just an elite player. He's one of these. He's going to be a great player. I think. Shoot the ball at a high clip. And he's just different, man. We love to have him back. That's what we needed, a shooting piece. When I'm getting double teamed, somebody to kick it to. He's coming together. It's fun to watch, man.
John, you got in foul trouble and, you had to sit some minutes, but Noah Collier came in. He had a really good dunk for you guys and he looked like he was playing defense. What did you see from him and how he's grown, as kind of the guy that comes in and gives you guys minutes when you have to take a rest?
Like I said, man, that's my brother. I know he's going to come in and pick up my shoes. So it's him playing hard, him boxing out Baycott. Baycott was a guy who was averaging 14 rebounds. We held him to 8. That's a pretty good thing, keeping him off the glass. I feel like Noah played with a lot of heart and a lot of passion.
John, what do you think, if anything, has changed for this team since that second Virginia Tech loss?
We just playing with heart. Playing with heart. That's the only thing I could say.
John, can you kind of walk us through, those last couple of moments there? They cut the lead to 6. You scored, I think, 5 straight points. You get the and 1 there. What's kind of going through your mind as you're going to the line?
Just knock down this free throw, John. Take your time. It's a loud environment. Just keep knocking down free throws.
John, you shot quite a few of those 3-pointers this year. But what went through your mind when you hit the one that went off the glass and you got the and 1 stopping a huge run for them?
It was a big shot. That's the good players make big shots. Just hit a big shot for my team.
Did you call bank on that?
No, I didn't.
Jamari, is when UNC started to get red hot, I think at one point they hit 7 straight shots in the second half. You guys seem to keep responding with either, field goals of your own or getting to the free throw line, especially that one possession where you and Femi kept passing the ball back and forth and then fed John underneath. What was the message? What were you guys saying to get through those moments and respond each time they were hitting big shots?
Yeah, we just kept our composure down the stretch and realized that we were at a point where only we could cost ourselves the game. Honestly, we just had to take care of the basketball, understand that the time was in our favor as far as, not rushing anything and, just trying to get quality shots down the stretch.
Jamarius, what kind of energy does it give your team when you're taking charges, not just you, but other guys? And did that help key what we saw defensively, especially in the first half?
Yeah, I think the charges is just big momentum boosters for us. We feed off that energy because what it does is, especially when I'm getting back in transition, it helps us in a sense where we make mistakes, and I take a charge or somebody else take a charge. and we just feed off of it, and it just becomes contagious for our ball club.
Maurice, the lead went from 21 to 6. You guys just kept believing? That's what Coach said. Why? How was it? How were you able to keep believing like that with all the noise going around you?
Yeah, I mean, I just think our group is pretty tight at this point, and we're just locked in, and we continue to encourage each other regardless if we're up 20, if we're up 6, if we're down. You know, it's been a up and down season for us. So for us, we've experienced it, and for us, we were just staying composed and staying together.
John had a big matchup tonight with Baycott. What's it like, kind of seeing him going up against one of the league's best and also likely getting the better of him too?
I mean, John is capable of that. When he's locked in and has high energy on both sides, those are the type of results you can get out of him, and it definitely helps our ball club. So we're definitely grateful to have him, and we're just thankful to be on the floor with him.
Jamaris, North Carolina came into the game as one of the better three-point shooting teams in the country. What defensively was the game plan on the perimeter to try to challenge looks or even just limit them entirely?
I mean, for us, we just knew that we were going to have to close out with high hands, switch when we switch to take away shots. And we just was locked in. We were communicating on a different level. And in turn, we were closing out the shooters. I mean, 24 got open and knocked down some big ones down the stretch. But I think on the defensive end, we were locked in tonight.
Jamaris, sorry, go ahead,
Chris.
Oh, thank you. Jamaris, if you go, if he goes 5 for 5 on 3-pointers and Femi goes 2 for 3, and what does that do for you guys' backcourt as far as getting those kind of shots, and what it does do for the energy? Because I saw at one point I think Femi hit one and he looked right at the bench, and you guys kind of fed off that. That doesn't happen a whole lot for you guys this year, where you get that consistent shooting. I mean, you guys shot 51% from the floor tonight. Right.
We just feeding off those energies, feeding off the energy. I mean, those big threes, when Mo hit 2, we were feeding off that energy. It just seemed like we were getting timely threes. And for us, we know we can build off of that. Just getting in that paint, understanding that we can find each other, learning how to work off each other better down the stretch. And I think those threes going down for us is just big momentum boosters for us, and it gets us energized on the defensive end as well.
Jamaris, it had been over a year between road wins for the team, and now you guys have 2 in a row. You've won 3 straight. What's the significance of the streak you guys are on right now?
I just think we've come together in these past few games, just locking in and understanding that in order for us to win, we got to be together. And this is just the perfect time, down the stretch, just trying to be together and fight and give ourselves a great chance to win.
Jamarius, you guys are going for your 4th straight win now on Saturday against Georgia Tech. What is going to be the key to kind of carrying this momentum over, this great shooting, this great defense?
I think the key for us is just locking in on the scouting report again, understanding that in order for us to win, you got to be all in on the defensive end. And I mean, on offense, when we move it, the ball always seems to find the right person at the right time with the right shot. So for us, we just continue that, and we give ourselves a great chance on Saturday.
Jamaris, you've been one of the leading voices for this team since you joined the program, through the transfer portal. Jeff has talked a lot about emotional maturity and dealing with moments. This team not only dealt with their hot moments, but with UNC's hot moments. Well, what does that say for how you guys have grown as a team, especially the young guys like Femi, John, and guys that you've seen grow with age and with experience this year?
Yeah, definitely. I think the season taught us a lot. We had leads and blew them. We came back and was right there at towards the end of the game of winning. And I think all those experiences has helped us down the stretch now, because when we get in those type of moments, we're staying together and we're staying composed, and we're just trying to make the best play each possession out there.